In today's video, I want to talk about the thyroid, the small organ, or gland, even more accurate, that controlling almost each and every process in the body. It affects metabolism, weight loss, it affects our mood and our hair health, our skin health, and also even our poop and our everyday heart rate, mood, libido, and so many other things. Hypothyroidism is becoming more and more common in today's world, but also hyperthyroid is more and more common. But the most common is hypothyroid, so I want to focus on that. We got Hashimoto's disease, which is basically the autoimmune condition that leads to hypothyroid. I, as a type 1 diabetic who completely balanced his own diabetes for 8 years already, and I see myself keep on balancing it for many years to come, like the legendary Dr. Bernstein, experienced some changes in my thyroid, and it is well known already to the science, but not to every doctor, that thyroid and type 1 diabetes are related. Hashimoto's and type 1 diabetes, if to be accurate, are very related. What does it mean that the thyroid is being affected? It is important to remember that the thyroid is very prone to stress, especially mental stress, but any kind of stress. Many times we see people in the low-carb community saying that they experience symptoms such as constipation, low heart rate, low blood pressure, and low energy, and one of the biggest, brain fog. Now we know that all of these are clear signs of hypothyroidism. If you add to that low libido, you get more or less every symptom of hypothyroid exists today. How can you treat it? First, we need to know what is the root cause that made our thyroid change its activity. Sometimes it's a temporary change of activity by the thyroid, and sometimes it's a chronic change. In the chronic situation, it means that the thyroid got to a damage that it will not be able to repair, and most of these people need thyroid replacement, some of it T3, T4, and some combination such as Armor and NDT for life. If we want to solve this situation before we get to that point that we need supplementation, we need to ask ourselves what changed in our lives and made our hormones completely tank. Our hormones, I mean by that, especially the thyroid hormones. Sometimes it can appear after pregnancy, menopause, extreme stress in life, such as breakup or even losing job or going bankrupt. Everything affects the thyroid. The thyroid is very susceptible to stress. And it is the first organ or gland, as we said, that will change its activity in the face of stress. And when it's chronic stress, it can be a chronic damage to the thyroid. And here we get to the subject of Hashimoto's. Hashimoto's thyroiditis is usually a manifestation of stress in the body and of inflammation. The inflammation is concentrated now in the thyroid gland, and that's what causes its activity to go down. The thyroid knows how to adapt itself to many changes in life, and when it's chronic, the damage can be for life. So I want you to know and to be aware of the symptoms and to know of your possibilities how to treat it. Thyroid treatments are very wide, and you can see vegan advocates and carnivore advocates or low-carb advocates or maybe paleo advocates that each and every one of them will tell you that this is the way to heal your thyroid. But the thyroid needs to reduce stress. When you reduce stress and you get to the root cause of what changed its activity, you will get to the solution. And then you have some gray area kind of factors to consider, such as too much caffeine, too much alcohol, and too much toxins from cosmetics which we put on our skin. Many already witnessed that also exposure to mold is a big factor in making our thyroid become hypothyroid. So you can consider mold exposure, being exposed to mold, and you need to eliminate it and to get it out of your life. I hope that video helped you. If you had any hypothyroid symptoms, or if you're already dealing with hypothyroidism with low-carb diet and with type 1 diabetes and managed to balance it all, please let me know in the comments so we can all share our experience. I invite you also to like and share this video and to subscribe to my channel to be noticed on new videos before everyone else. And so that very precious value can get to as many diabetics or anyone who wants to balance their blood glucose and thrive in life. See you in the next videos. Until then, stay balanced, everybody.